Hello friends, and welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're going to talk about one of Utah's oldest and most well-preserved cities, Brigham City, Utah. We're going to give you all the dirt on Brigham City, Utah. Is it a good place to live? Is it good for families, singles?
Yeah, so stay tuned because we're going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and everything that you need to know if you are looking to move to Brigham City, Utah. These are going to be your top 5 pros and cons of living in Brigham City, Utah.
If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in northern Utah and cities like Brigham, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in northern Utah.
We are Sloane and Kim Petersen with the Petersen Group. We've been in the real estate business for 10 years, and every day we help people just like you looking to buy and sell in northern Utah, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below, so we can help you make that smooth move to northern Utah.
Okay, let's start off with the cons of living in Brigham. So for con number 1, let's talk about the lack of job diversity. Brigham is known as an old industrial town, and it's kind of remained that way. There's a lot of factory work, and of course you've got some of the local restaurants and retail, but other than that, you are most likely going to have to commute into Ogden if you do any other type of work. Brigham is fairly limited on job opportunities, so something to keep in mind if you are looking to make that move to Brigham City.
All right, and con number 2 is lack of food choices. While Brigham does have a great local restaurant, and actually one of our favorite restaurants, Peach City, there really isn't a whole lot else besides chain fast food in terms of food choices. Now the city is actually in a growth phase, so there is definitely more than there has been. They did just get a Cafe Rio, but it is mostly just going to be your fast food options. Now a pro to this is that Brigham is in close proximity to major cities like Logan and Ogden, so it really isn't too far of a drive. I think you're about, what, 15 or 20 minutes in each direction,
Yep.
So it's not too bad, but you definitely are going to have to leave the city to get something decent as far as a restaurant goes.
Definitely, but even if you're in the area, try out Peach City. They are so good, and they have some of the best ice cream. They have a burnt almond fudge ice cream that's to die for.
Oh yeah, their ice cream is amazing. And
So
a lot
good.
of locals, I haven't been there in a long time, but a lot of locals do like a restaurant called the Idle Owl, and that's more of a diner type of restaurant, so you could check that out as well.
Okay, so con number 3 is medical care. Brigham only has one small local hospital, so for any sort of surgery or specialist care, you would definitely have to go to Ogden to get treated. This is definitely something to consider if you have a more chronic medical need, as you may have to commute every time you need to go to the doctor.
All right, so con 4, which was along with 2 and 3, is the lack of stores. So for example, there's not even a Home Depot or a Lowe's in Brigham, so if you're someone who likes a weekend project, you're going to have to plan ahead and drive about 30 minutes to go to Ogden or up the canyon to Logan. There is a Walmart, an Ace Hardware store, and a Smith's grocery store, so in terms of large stores though, that's probably going to be about it in the Brigham City area.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback along that with con number 5, there's little to do. There's no mall, no big movie theater, no gaming centers, arcades, Dave & Buster's, nothing of that type. So it can be a little bit boring if you are in Brigham in terms of finding spots to hang out in.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree. And like I said, we talked about before, it's only about 20 to 30 minutes away from all your major cities, but obviously you're going to have to drive to get there. All right, guys, so that wraps up the cons, and let's hop into the great parts of living in Brigham. All right, pro number 1 is Peach Days. So every year at the end of the summer, Brigham does host a festival called Peach Days. They bring in food trucks, there's a car show, a 10K race, a custom Harley bike show, and it all culminates with a free concert on Saturday evening. It typically lasts about 3 or 4 days, and it's a really fun event. We've been a few times, and it's a nice way to kind of wrap up the summer.
Yeah, Sloane's family is up from that way, and they do their family reunion every year at Peach Days because it's just kind of a nice, fun event to piggyback off of.
Yes, absolutely.
So pro number 2 is accessibility to both Crystal Hot Springs and Willard Bay. Now, while both of these are technically in different cities, both are a short 5 to 10 minute drive from Brigham. To the north, you've got the Crystal Hot Springs. They've got a bunch of different mineral pools ranging from 120 to 134 degrees. There's a cold pool for swimming, a kids area, a natural pool that's still warm, and then of course all the mineral pools. In a 24-hour period, there are 900,000 pounds worth of minerals carried into the spring. So it is actually one of the, or maybe even the highest content mineral springs there is. We go all the time, and it's really just a nice place to relax that's super close. Then just to the south of Brigham, you've got Willard Bay, which has camping, jet skiing, boating. It's also got a fun Christmas light display in December. We actually go to that one every year. So being so close and right between the two in Brigham is a big pro if you like those types of activities.
Yeah, definitely. And Crystal Hot Springs really just is a gem in and of itself. So they have remodeled it in the last few years. So they put in a lot of like a whole new shower and changing type area. And they've done some of the pools over. So it's been around, I don't know, since I was a kid.
A long time.
And it used to be like a hidden secret. It definitely is getting more popular. So you definitely want to watch your times. Usually if you go in the morning, it's a little bit better. Obviously on the weekend and in the winter time, it's going to be more busy than the summer. But it is awesome. You can visit it year round, and it's one of our favorite places. So.
For sure.
All right, so pro number 3 is the cost of living. So in terms of affordability, Brigham is definitely one of the more affordable cities here in Utah. And according to citytistics.com, Brigham is lower than the national average in terms of cost of living and lower than most of Utah's cities as well. Currently, a medium home price in Brigham is about $362,000, which is actually pretty affordable compared to other surrounding cities.
Okay, so pro number 4, low crime rates. Citytistics.com gives Brigham City a 72 out of 100 for safety ratings, which translates into a B. Brigham has lower crime rates than both state and national averages, and the actual highest percentage of crime in Brigham is theft. So if you consider there's a Walmart, you know, things like that, that kind of makes sense. Yeah,
anytime you're close to any sort of retail, it will bring that up just a little bit. All right, so pro number 5 is education. So citytistics.com has Brigham schools ranked above average for both state and national averages. High school graduation and attainment in Brigham are higher than the national average, and the statistics show that there are 23 students to every 1 teacher in the Brigham school system, which is actually pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah, so I mean, what I don't know what Salt Lake was, but we'll talk about in another video, but they're like way higher than that. Anyways, 50% of the city have either a high school or college degree, which is above the national average. All right, so those are our top 5 pros and cons for Brigham City. We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Picking where you'll call home is an important decision, and we would love to help you make that smooth transition to cities like Brigham, Utah.
If you're looking to purchase in the northern Utah area, we would love to help you out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and until next time, we're keeping it real estate.